Good afternoon, everyone. I have um, some critical information regarding the DJI Mavic 3 and the DJI Assistant 2 that I wanted to go ahead and pass on to you. Now, we will be live tonight with Rotor Talk Live at 8 o'clock Eastern, and we're going to talk about the firmware update much more in depth. But I wanted to pass on some critical information because I've had quite a number of questions regarding this. So, without any further ado, we're going to get to this. Now, this firmware update was one that you should use DJI Assistant 2. Well, I was getting a lot of questions. Bill, I can't find DJI Assistant 2 or DJI Assistant 2 won't work. Okay. DJI tutorials don't really cover this. So I wanted to take just a couple of minutes and go over this because I think it's some critical information that you need to know. I know a lot of guys like to do their firmware updates by the app, and that's fine. But I'm always one, and I've always been in favor of doing it through DJI Assistant 2. Now, one of the things that I got, like I said, one of the things that I wanted to go over was, oh, well, it's not right. It's not working. I can't find it. I plug in DJI Assistant 2. I plug in, the USB port to the drone and to the end of my PC, and it's just not showing up. Why is that? Well, this is why. Okay. And let me go ahead and I'm going to share my screen here. I was going to share my screen. Let's see if we can get this taken care of here. And we are while I am waiting. I am sorry about this here, folks. I do not know why this is happening here. Okay, we're back here, and hopeful. Let's see if I can. Okay, we're gonna try. We're gonna try this again here. Okay, want to go ahead and share my screen here. Now, one of the things that I said was a lot of guys were having problems getting DJI Assistant 2 to work. They would plug in the drone, they turn it on, do everything you should, and it's not showing up. Well, there's a reason for that, and I'm sorry, I just had to reboot and get on, and let me go ahead and bring that up here real quick. Now, I did this information I'm about to share with you. It is out on Build a Drone Reviewer Facebook group, Facebook page, and the Mavic 3. If you're a member of that, I would highly recommend checking that out. Let's go ahead and get to Build a Drone Reviewer here. Let's go ahead and hopefully this time I can share my screen here. All right, I am. Okay. What you need to do is out at the download center, you need to download DJI Assistant 2 Consumer Drone Series. Okay. And you can see right here, it will list the supported products here. And you can see the Mini 2, the Air 2S, the Mini SE, and the Mavic 3. Okay. And it just came out 1/24/2022. Now, if you look on the other DJI Assistant 2, for example, updates discontinued. It lists all the products here, but it doesn't have the Mavic 3. And if you look at DJI Assistant 2 for Mavic, again, it lists all the products and it doesn't have the 3. So, and again, this is Consumer Drone Series. There is a link in the description, and it's same way of doing the firmware update. Okay, you hook your drone up to your PC, you open up the app, it shows up at the app, and then you run the firmware update like always. Nothing has changed regarding that. It's just a lot of people couldn't find this, and how I found it was when I looked on DJI's tutorial. It had DJI Assistant 2, and then it had the parentheses Consumer Drone Series on it. So that's how I initially found it, because I initially wasn't able to get mine to work, and then I looked and I was able to do that. So I just want to go ahead and get this information out there to you. Just to make it known. Well, DJI always did this. Yes, they did. It's through DJI Assistant 2, but they call it now Consumer Drone Series, which is different. That is something that is new. And I did get a lot of questions on this, and I did want to pass this information on to you. Be sure to tune in tonight to Rotor Talk Live. We're going to talk about the Mavic 3 update in depth, the firmware update. There's also a DJI Fly update that you need to do as well. It is out there for both Android and iOS. So this is going to be very interesting to see if it is going to go ahead and take care of things. So be sure to stay tuned tonight for Rotor Talk Live at 8 o'clock Eastern. I want to thank everybody for putting up with me here for a few minutes, especially for my technical difficulties. But I hope this helps. And if you know somebody's having some issues, please share this with them, either the video or go out to Build a Drone Review Facebook group or page, because that information is out there as well. Hope everybody has a great rest of the day. See you tonight at 8. As always, it's a great day to fly. Take care, everybody.